Well, now I'm going to start the 10th standard, the new lesson. This is the lesson number 5. What is a moral action? There are a lot of actions we undergo in our life, but there are some action which is a moral. What is that moral? What is a moral? Is good action. It means there should be a good intentions. Okay, action should be good, intention should be good. Then only this action should be called as a moral action. So this lesson was written by M.K. Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. And especially before going to the lesson, we always have to see about the author. Who is that? What is his idea about this lesson? First, let me speak about the author. Mohandas Karamchandra Gandhi. M is a Mohandas, K is a Karamchandra Gandhi, was born in the year 1869 in Porabandar. You all know him, the life history of Gandhiji. Okay, and dies in the 1948. That is the year which we see the birth of 1869. He was born and he was died in the 1948. Very easy for us to remember the death of Mahatma Gandhi, because immediately after 1 year after the independence, we got independence in the year 1947, and in 1948 he was Godse shoot him, and you know this. He was the greatest of the contemporary Indians, and certainly one of the great men of all times. And Mahatma Gandhi was whole world knows him, because he was the man of ahimsa. And he said to the British, the Hugh said, you cannot gain or you cannot conquer our India. By the non-violence, we can get the independence. He has followed this path very much. And he is one of this, he says, according to this, I like Christianity, I like Christ. I like Christ, but I don't like Christians. And this is true sometimes. Even the statement looks for the Christian, it is annoying things. It is true. What is Christ has said is perfectly right. Is that Christians are following the path of Christ, what he said? And that is his big question also about the Mahatma Gandhi. Okay? He was the mightiest force in the Indian political science for nearly half a century, and remained the profoundest influence on all areas of the public life. His method of non-violence and the truth won freedom for India without bloodshed, and demonstrate to the modern man how love is more powerful than the nuclear bombs. Whatever you cannot conquer by the bombarding of the bombs, he says, by only through the love we can conquer. And that is what Jesus Christ did in the cross. Even time of the Herod, the king Herod, and he was thinking he the greatest king of the world, and he said non-violence cannot, so that he himself gave his blood for them. Only because in his heart, as Gandhi said, there is a love for the people, whole world. He wanted to save the humanity by giving his own life. If there is no love inside of his heart, it was not possible. And God gave him this spirit to love the whole humanity, and he became the sin for the others. That is what the Gandhi was highlighted. Appropriate to the man's ideals, Gandhi's life and the works are an open book, and therefore mention of the landmarks of his life is merely formalities. The Gandhi became for us a lifestyle for our people. So it's very important to see. That is this. Let me give you the very clear idea of the summary of this lesson, where we can see how this is very important, and other details I will write you a little later on the board. Now carefully through this video, so you listen the summary of the lesson so that you know. After this I will read to you and explain to you the lesson. That the summary is very important. Today I will give you the half summary of the lesson so that it is not too heavy for you. Okay. The lesson presents the brief discussion of what moral action means, because this lesson speaks about the action, that act should be done, because you require a sight to see which is the good action, which is the bad action, which is the moral or the immoral. The opposite of a moral is the immoral. Good, bad is called immoral. Good is called as a moral, bad is called as the immoral. Good action or bad action. That is what differentiators we have to see it. According to Mahatma Gandhiji is one of the opinion that through we do many actions in our everyday life. You know that, no? We get up, we brush our teeth, wash our face, go for our needs, go to make a puja, take a bath, go and make a puja, go and have a breakfast, come to the class, listen to the teacher, do your work, they have your lunch, again come back to the class, and this became a life, it became a routine. Are you doing this action from morning till the evening till you go to bed? There are plenty of action of our everyday life. Are the actions is connected to a moral or an immoral? That is supposed to be a question here. See that we cannot consider all such action as a moral action, because action do not necessarily involve morality. Is that our every action consists of a good? That is how to say. Why you get up? It's a small question. Why you get up? Is the intention of your own or for the good of the others you get up? To do good for the others you get up in the morning? No? Why I have to get up this morning again? With a lot of grumbling. If the mother and father wakes you up from your bed, how much you grumble, no? How much you irritate them. And that is what he says. Every action cannot be a good, he says, of our life. Opinions of that, in fact, they are a non-moral action. See, even you get up, even you say sometime, mother gets up early before everybody, okay, and prepares everything for us. Is that, can we question that action of our mother is a good or a bad, or a moral action or immoral action? If there is no benefit of behind that action, then that mother action is a good action. Oh, in future my child will look after me when I grow old, when I could not do anything, my child will do for me. See, intention is bad again. No? Intention is bad. They have to do so that I am doing it. I help my friend so that he can help me in the future. See, that is what every action you have to question. He says here. He says that even such non-moral action are also necessary to prevent anarchy and encourage the social intercourse. See, anarchy, falling after the other actions, anarchy. But what is that supposed to be? That's supposed to be supported with our social intercourse, social relations. And that intercourse is not only the word it was used in the sex, no, intercourse, no, is sambandhagal. See, I am related to you, you are related to me. I am a teacher for you, you are a student for me. Understood? I am a friend for you, you are a friend for me. That is called the intercourse. We relate to each other. We depend on the other. Our every action should be dependent on the other. That is what it says here. Okay. However, according to the Gandhiji, mere observance of a custom and a usage cannot be called morality. It has come as a custom, it has come as a tradition, so I have to do. Then that action is not a moral action at all. Because somebody's son to you is a good or bad. You tell me. That olden day there was a Maha Sati system. No? Husband dies, the wife have to die in the Agni of her husband. Is that good action? Immoral it is. But those who have done the tradition, according to the custom, they say it is a good action. Because she has a lot of respect to her husband, so she dies with a courageous death, they say. That is the stupidity. Because why these people have done this system? Because other men may not see her in a bad intention. If the wife is, the husband is not there, she has no backbone to look after her. She will be the wanderer in the society. Nobody to take care of her. She can do whatever she wants. So that to avoid this evil, they say that she have to die in the sati system, in the agni of her husband. No, it's the bad action. Killing one man alive. That is so bad. So this is what the idea of this man. Gandhiji elaborates on the idea of what the moral action is. Gandhiji in this lesson elaborates, expands what the moral action is. He asserts, makes sure that moral act must be our own act and must spring from our own will. Here is important. What is important? Our action and the will must go together. Our action and the will must go together. That is what is very important of our life. Okay. But he says again, he asserts that he makes sure moral act must be our own act and must spring from our own will. Action must spring from the will. Kushinda, nam al kushinda. I have to get up to help my father and mother morning. Not because somebody tells you. No, father has put a rule in the house. Everybody have to be awake at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, so you have to get up. No, if you have an intention of doing good, your will is doing good, then the action is good. He says. Okay. Secondly, such a moral act must not be done. The moral concern mechanically, but intentionally. The first one, action should be good. Second one, action should not be forcefully, rather intentionally. Intention also is very important. This is not a mechanical. Okay, every day I am getting at 6:30, I get up at 6:30. If I am sick also I have to get up at 6:30? No. If I am night whole night I could not sleep. So since my father says I have to get up at 6:30, because out of fear you are getting up at 6:30. Where is your freedom? Where is your intention? So it says the intention also is very important. Not only the will is important, also the intention also is important to the moral act. He says. Okay. Then Gandhiji gave the example like this. To drive home the point, Gandhiji gave an example. Sometimes, out of moral concern, the king may pardon a culprit. Sometimes, because of the good, he says, good of a culprit. Culprit is those who made a mistake. Okay, is called as a culprit. Okay, he says, I have pardoned you, I have forgiven you. Your things are forgiven. But the messenger who brings the order plays only the mechanical part in the king's moral act. One who brings this message to a culprit, he is just bringing the message. He is not a good intention at all. No? But if the messenger does this duty believing that it is his duty to do what the king says, then his action would also be the moral one. He is not only doing for the sake of a duty, just releasing that culprit, but he is obliged, he is doing the right action, what the king said, then his duty, his action is right, he says here. Okay. The Gandhiji opinions that unless a man uses his own intelligence and power of thought, only then will be understood what morality is. So that he says intention is very important. His intention is a very important here, and not only the intention is required, is also, he says, is the intelligence and the power of thought, and the power of thought. That is idea. Power of idea is very important. Okay. So that he says here, gives one example. He cites the example of the Wendell Phillips to say that the defined the convention and acted on the conscience says, however, absolute good, and he says, doing the absolute good, ultimate good, final good. Gandhiji says that he should care only for what our conscience says. If you want to know the ultimate, supreme good, if you want to know what is that, you ask first to your conscience. Now, sometimes you require money. There is a money in your father's pocket. Your conscience says, no, you cannot rob, you cannot rob. But the situation says, if you don't take out, you will not get it. What is right? What is right here? Your action, taking a 10 rupees from you, it is your own father. No? Taking your father's pocket means your own pocket. Are you different from your family? You are the same person in the family. No? See how it is? Action is, and your conscience. Your conscience is good, then your action is good, he says. But there are sometimes your conscience also is good, action is good, but the effect is bad. Possibilities are there. No? This is how he says. However, to reach this stage, we should believe and experience the belief that God within us is in ever-present witness to all our acts and actions. Because in our inner soul, there is one truth is there. That is God himself has put. No? No. You cannot take out that. Without telling your father, you cannot take out 10 rupees from your father's pocket. Maybe it is your own money, maybe it is your own father, but that money is your father's money. He has not given to you to spend. Since it is in his pocket, it means it is his, not yours. But conscience says it is not right. He says that unless you believe in God, okay, because only God can enlighten you that the action is good or bad. So in the second paragraph you see here, Gandhiji argues that it is not enough if the act we do in itself is good, but the should also have been done with the intention to good. Okay. Now here he explains again more. He argues with this idea. Action is good. Will is good. Okay. But there should be completion of that action. Intention of doing also it should be good. Okay. Three things in one. He says that whether an action is moral or otherwise depends upon the intention of the doer. Okay, that action one who does is called as a doer. That depends on the intention of a doer. Okay, he says that whether the action moral or otherwise depends upon the intention of the doer. He supports this statement with an example. For instance, compare the case of two persons who feed the poor. Imagine two people are feeding the poor. No? Let me read here properly. Let us understand that one of them feeds the poor out of great pity. He feels pity towards the poor people. No? Why they suffer? See that God is. They don't have anything to eat. He feels inside of he remembers when he was a poor, how he has gone through the difficulty, sufferings. He keeps his mind and he goes to help the poor and feeds them with the food because he feels pity, karuna in them. Okay. Then next one, he says, feeds the poor with the motive of winning the prestige of the other of the celebration. The other one, where the society must see me, how I am feeding the poor one, because there are many people, no? The society must say they are good, so that they do the bad things, but to convey these bad ideas, okay, that he is not a bad, so he does the good things by giving the poor some help. See, both are feeding the food, okay, but one was feeding with the pity, he feels pity towards them, but other is feeding with a selfish motive, and that is what he says. Though the action is the same in the both of the cases, only the action of the first person can be considered moral and the action of the second person is non-moral. Gandhiji wants us to remember that any good act, when one does with a good intention, is an immoral. Okay, Gandhiji speaks about here, the intention should be good. Okay, if the good intention as the good moral, the good action, he says. So that he says, okay, maybe this we can finish here. Okay, Gandhiji, again he highlights here, though the action in the same in the both of the cases, only the action of the first person can be observed, considered moral, and the action of that second person is a non-moral. Gandhiji wants us to remember that any good act, when done with a good intention, is the moral act. Gandhiji opinions that the result of an action depends on a God, and God alone is the giver of the fruit. So that he says, God alone is good. God alone is good, and God is the giver of goodness. And that is what is very important to see here. God and the God alone is the giver of fruit. Then he cites the example of the Emperor Alexander, who carried with him the Greek language, Greek culture, Greek arts, and the manners of Greek, and helped the growth of the Greek civilizations. However, Alexander's intention in propagating or commanding or installing this idea of a Greek language and the culture and the art, the manners, was only conquest and the renewal. This Alexander the Great wanted to conquer his name by making, because those days the Greek population was so much, if everybody was taken by the Greek culture, and that was a highly culture those days, so that he uses this culture for his own development. And it's exactly as the Gandhi says here, his intention was not good, his intention was selfish motive, so action also is bad, he says here. Okay, so that he says his action cannot be called as a good action. So it's very important, my dear student, our action must go along with our will. Action should be without the force. Action should be intentional, that intention should be good again, and that is the power of thought, he says. That is the idea. Let us see in the further lesson, again explanation.